My name is Matt Parisi. I am the president of the Cadillac Kings Temecula chapter. I joined about 4.5 years ago, and about 2 years ago became vice president, and then a year ago became president. My chapter means to me probably family, a family outside of family, being able to hang out with people that have similar tastes in the classic cars that we drive. Unity, being able to bond with people way outside of places that we usually go to, talking to people in Canada and Ireland. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I bought my first Cadillac when I was 25. Had it for a couple of years, just before the recession, then had to sell it, and always swore that I was going to buy another one. So it's probably 2 years ago when I had my son running up and down the streets of downtown Marietta, flagging every Cadillac owner that drove by to try to get him to join our chapter. I think that was pretty cool, because I think out of the 6 people that he flagged down, 4 of them became members. I mean, every chapter wants to grow. Just being able to provide an outlet for people to do. COVID hit the entire car industry pretty hard. Every car show that we had signed up for and had plans to go to all just started dropping off the list one by one. So I mean, you're stuck. It's like, oh no, nothing. Nobody can do anything. A lot of places we weren't even, we couldn't even meet up at. They were shooing us away, saying, you guys can't meet up. You guys can't gather in groups. So we tried to do as much as we could. Try to hit up some parks, just try to get together any little place we could with what we had to deal with, Yeah, COVID was, it definitely turned the entire industry upside down, that's for sure. We definitely saw some members that that had to go through some hardships for sure. And we were there for them as much as we could be, supported them. We went and supported their businesses, went to their restaurants. Some of them took leave of absences, and we're totally cool with that. Family is more important than a hobby. So we tried to help out as many people as we could. We did do some donations and stuff like that to help families, and some food drives that we were a part of. So I mean, it was good. I mean, good that we were all able to come together to help out. But we definitely saw, some hurt on the other side. I thought about it. I think about it.
Thought about what?
Converting it to an electric vehicle. Just because I'm an electrician, so I always think about electricity. But I've seen some episodes of some guys in Europe that convert classic cars to electric. I think it was pretty interesting. All I've seen was like a VW Bug.
Smaller stuff.
Yeah, maybe a bus, but I mean, definitely that's some serious conversions right there.
So you wouldn't be opposed to it?
No, not necessarily. If you can make it run right, it's one of those things where it's how expensive is gas gonna be compared to how much electricity is gonna be. Is it gonna cost more to charge my car?
Yeah.
Than it is for gas? I don't know yet, but that's a huge expense to try to save a little bit of money on energy efficiency. It was. We wanted to see. This was before COVID. But the members want to go out and drive their Cadillacs. So it was my role now is I try to provide that. Try to provide as much things to do as I can for my members to be able to attend. Because that's the common interest of our chapter is Cadillacs, and they like to drive them. I think there was just a difference in opinion as far as the vision of what a chapter is. their vision was different than mine. Doesn't necessarily mean it was bad or better. It's just a different point of view. So, as far as I know, they're still pursuing their vision, and we're pursuing ours, and we're doing fairly well. So, I think if it works for them, then I think they should do what they feel best. I mean, only they know how their members are. I mean, nobody else knows the personalities of their members or anything like that. So I think each individual chapter has every right to be able to run their own chapter the way they see fit, because they know their members' personalities and traits and stuff like that. So I think it's, you know, if it works for them, then, more power to them. Just cruising along with my family, with my kids, my boys that they just love being in the car. They just love Cadillacs too. Um, just them always asking me if we're going to take the Cadillac out, or asking me to come and pick them up from school in the Cadillac, just any of those moments, that have to do with my family and driving the car. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boys, they fight over who's going to sit in the front seat, and to events, they always want to come. My son's downstairs right now, so I mean, they can't stay away. They're still fighting over who's going to get my car. Absolutely. I mean, it depends on their taste. My younger son, I see his head's leaning more towards like classic trucks, the old Fords and stuff like that.
C10s and stuff.
Yeah, well, no, he likes more the body styles of like the old Fords, like the
Really? Okay.
big bubble fenders and stuff like that. So, but my older one, he's always talking about Cadillacs, and I think it builds unity, learning what different personalities have to deal with besides just what your brothers and sisters are like. I think that they see a lot of what the club does, and they're always asking me questions, and why do you guys do this? Why do you guys go to meetings? And so it's good for them to learn, like that's how a group comes together and does stuff. So I think they like it, and I hope for one day that they get their own Cadillac and stop asking me for mine. 3 tips, huh? Be open to other people's ideas, and God, that's a good one. That's a good one. Caught me off guard on that one.
Now.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
They wanted to start their own club. Pick something and stick to it. If it's going to be a specific model or a specific car, specific era, whatever you like. There's thousands of people out there that like the same things. Be able to reach out and connect with those people. And that's what we were doing back in 2004, 2005. I was scouring Cadillac forums before, people had Facebook, and that's how I found, the Cadillac Kings. That's what ultimately led me back to them when I got my other one. So just stick with it, be able to reach out and find people with common interests, and don't be afraid to fail, A cap as far as number of chapters. I think if there's someone out there with a classic Cadillac that wants to be in the club, I think we should be open to as many chapters as we can get. I mean, it's just, at this point, it's just a number. I mean, we see each other on Facebook and Instagram, and we're able to connect with people around the world, So it's just that many more people who want to be able to take pride in their Cadillac and want to join the club. That's the main thing, is trying to find people in the same general area, especially when it starts getting overseas, and it's harder to get, 3 Cadillacs within 100 miles of each other.
The UK. I was
Yeah.
talking to them, and they're like, some guys drive like 3.5 hours to hang out.
Yeah. I think that's why it's easier in the States to have multiple chapters because, the geographics of it, there's so many people out here. But when you get into like Canada, Australia, I mean, you just try to group as many people as you can find, And if they're cool with driving 3.5 hours, more power to them, man. We'd love to have them. Like, I mean, being part of Instagram and Facebook, you see people like, I wish they would start a chapter in like Dubai. Like, some of those guys' freaking cars are insane. I mean, just insane. The car of my dreams would be a 1947 Cadillac convertible, just laid out, sitting on the ground. That'd be the all-time it. That would be it. I think I'd be able to retire after that one. Yeah, that would be it, man. That'd be the holy grail. The holy grail of Cadillacs. Yeah, that'd be it, man. I could sell everything else. My wife would probably make me live in it, but that'd be it, man. That'd be my car. That's it, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Good shit, man.
Thank you, man.